Every time your phone rings, you have 5 minutes to reply.
Or studies show you're probably losing that client for good.
Welcome to Easy Business Automation, the show that helps you use AI without having to, become a tech person.
And today we are really focusing on the fast-paced world of real estate agencies and property management.
Right. Our goal here is pretty simple. We're going to explain exactly which repetitive tasks are costing you deals.
And we'll give you a checklist, just 3 simple actions you can take in the next 30 days to start running your business like you suddenly hired an entire support team.
Okay, so let's get into it. The core challenge here seems to be speed. Why is real estate so dependent on being fast right now?
Well, it really boils down to trust and availability. Real estate is built on quick information and those personal relationships.
But the agents are just buried.
They're buried. If you look at what they're actually doing all day, especially solo realtors or smaller agencies, they're spending a huge amount of time on purely admin tasks.
The paperwork trap, contracts, listings, all that stuff.
All the necessary evils, yeah.
The things that keep you chained to a desk.
Exactly. I mean, agents are spending 60, maybe even 70% of their day on tasks that do not involve speaking to a client, showing a property, or, negotiating a deal.
And that directly hits their ability to respond to new leads. We started with that 5-minute rule. Let's break that down a bit.
It's probably the most critical statistic in this whole conversation.
Yeah.
The studies show that if an agent responds to a new lead within 5 minutes,
Just 5
minutes, the chance of converting that person into a client is, it's exponentially higher, sometimes up to 9 times higher than if they wait just half an hour.
That is a huge gap. But why are they so slow if the stakes are that high? It seems obvious.
Because they're human.
Right.
They're in a showing with another client. They're driving across town. They're in the middle of a tough negotiation.
Or they're literally buried in that paperwork we just talked about.
Exactly. They just physically cannot be glued to their phone 24/7.
So when you miss a call or take a few hours to text back, that lead has already Googled someone else and is probably talking to them.
The opportunity is just gone instantly. But the other side of that, the potential for scaling, is huge. You and I were looking at that case study of the mid-sized real estate team.
The one that integrated AI. Yeah, tell me about those numbers because some of them seemed, frankly, almost too good to be true.
They reported saving 40 to 50 hours per week.
A whole person's job.
A full-time employee's worth of work just on admin. And because of that, they tripled their lead response speed. And that speed led to a 25% higher lead-to-client conversion rate.
Okay, let me push back on that for a second. 40 to 50 hours is massive. Does that number account for the pain of setting it all up, the training?
That's a fair question. The report did specify this was the saving after the initial, say, 2-month setup phase. But the key is that once these systems are running, they just do the work. The data entry, the scheduling, the emails, they do it faster and, frankly, more accurately.
And they don't get tired?
They don't need a weekend.
Got it. So this isn't about replacing the agent. It's about giving them a digital support team so they can actually focus on the things only a human can do.
Exactly. The negotiation, the relationship building, the high-value stuff.
Okay, before we get into the really specific solutions, let's quickly define the tools we're talking about. In simple terms, no jargon, what's the first thing everyone needs for speed?
It has to be the AI chatbot or assistant. Think of it like your digital front desk receptionist.
So it lives on your website or your Facebook page?
Right. And its only job is to reply instantly, 24/7.
So if a buyer is browsing listings at 2 in the morning and has a question about, HOA fees.
The chatbot engages immediately. That's its strength, speed. It answers those basic questions, but more importantly, it starts collecting pre-qualifying info.
So it's not just an answering machine.
Oh, it's a filter. It asks about their budget, what neighborhood they want, and the big one. Are you pre-approved for a mortgage?
So it's sorting through all the noise to find the serious buyers. What's the downside?
Well, the weakness is it can't handle nuance. It's not going to navigate a complex emotional conversation. A human still has to step in for the really important parts.
Instant pre-screening, human closing. Makes sense. Okay, what's the second tool for that coordination time suck?
Automated scheduling tools. This is like your virtual logistics assistant.
The back and forth emails. Does Tuesday at 2 work? No, how about Wednesday at 4?
The misery.
Yeah.
Right. And you're often coordinating between 3 people. You, the client, and the person who lives in the house.
It's a nightmare.
And this tool just handles all of it. It finds the open slot, books it, and then sends automatic reminders to everyone so no-shows go way down. One team we looked at saved over 8 hours a week just on that,
More than a full day of work just gone. Poof.
just from offloading the scheduling. And the advanced ones can even map out the most efficient route if you have, say, 5 showings to do in an afternoon.
The only catch, I'm guessing, is your calendar has to be perfect.
It has to be up to date. The system is only as good as the information you give it.
Logical. Okay, third concept, the one for the long game. The AI-driven CRM.
Right. CRM is customer relationship management. But here we're talking about a smart database. The AI part means it doesn't just store names and numbers.
Wise does something with them.
It actively uses the data to send personalized follow-up messages based on where that client is in their journey.
So this is the thing that keeps the conversation going when the agent gets busy and forgets to follow up.
Exactly. You know that lead who says, "Oh, I'm not ready to buy for another 6 months?"
Yeah, they usually fall through the cracks.
The CRM takes over. It sends them personalized market updates for the neighborhood they like or new listings that fit their criteria. It just keeps you top of mind gently until they're ready.
And the AI part makes it different from just a standard email blast.
Big difference. A basic system sends an email on a schedule. An AI system analyzes their behavior, what they click on when they open emails, and sends the right message at the perfect time. It's why the teams using this saw a 25% conversion boost on those long-term leads.
So the strength is that consistency and smart timing. The weakness, I assume, is getting it all set up.
Yep. The initial work of defining those messages and timelines, that takes focus up front. But once it's humming along, it's mostly hands-off.
Makes sense. Okay, let's make this really practical now. Let's talk about 3 areas where this stuff makes the biggest difference, a sort of before and after.
Let's start with customer service and lead response. The 24/7 front desk.
Okay, the before is easy. Agent is showing a home, misses a call, new lead waits for hours, and then just moves on. In this market, that deal is dead on arrival.
Totally. The after is that AI chatbot we talked about. It engages instantly, and more importantly, it pre-qualifies them. It asks if they're pre-approved, what their budget is.
So the agent's phone doesn't buzz for every single person just browsing at midnight. They only get an alert for a hot lead.
Someone who's actually ready to go. It filters the signal from the noise. Every inquiry gets an answer, but the agent's valuable time is only spent on people who can transact.
That's a huge shift. But the real-time vampire, from what we saw, is all the internal admin. So let's talk use case B, the paperwork assistant.
The before here is just hours of frustration. Manually drafting contracts, typing in the same offer details over and over.
And it's so easy to make a mistake. A typo.
Which can delay a closing. For property managers, it's trying to remember when a rent increase is due on 100 different leases. It's not just tedious, it's risky.
So what's the after look like?
It's a hyper-efficient system. The AI tools pull the client's name, the price, the legal description of the property, all of it, right into the contract template.
So what took an hour now takes a few minutes.
A few minutes, with way fewer errors. And we also saw it helping with the CMA, the comparable market analysis.
Right, figuring out the listing price, that usually takes a ton of research.
Now, AI can scan thousands of recent sales in the MLS way faster than a person can. It filters for the most similar properties and suggests a realistic price range almost instantly. It's like having a research assistant on call.
That's incredible. And for property managers.
The AI can actually read lease documents. It flags critical clauses and automatically sets reminders for renewal dates, security deposit returns, things like that. It's about compliance and not missing revenue.
Peace of mind. Okay, last one. Use case C, marketing and sales. Let's call it the nurture machine.
The before is all about inconsistency. It's that writer's block when you're trying to describe another 3-bed, 2-bath house.
Or just forgetting to post new listings on social media.
Exactly. Or realizing a year's gone by and you never asked a happy client for a referral. It just kills your momentum.
So the after ties all this together.
It does. For a new listing, the agent gives the AI, say, 4 bullet points, square footage, neighborhood, price. The AI then writes 5 different compelling descriptions, one for Instagram, one for the MLS, one for an email.
On the social media part.
An AI social media manager can take the photos, write catchy captions, and schedule the posts for the times your audience is most active. We saw agents get 30 to 40% higher engagement just from being consistent and optimized.
And the CRM handles the follow-up after the sale.
Right. It keeps that referral engine going. It sends out those home anniversary notes or holiday greetings automatically. It's a small touch that keeps you top of mind for their next move, or for when their friend asks for a recommendation.
This all really boils down to scaling your business without scaling your stress. We saw one realtor was able to close 30% more deals with the exact same team.
Just by offloading the routine stuff to their AI team. That's real, tangible growth.
Absolutely. So for everyone listening who's ready to start, let's wrap up with that simple, low-risk action checklist. 3 things you can do in the next month.
Okay, action 1. Stop missing leads. It's that simple. Implement a basic AI chatbot on your website or even just your Facebook page. Its only job is to capture and pre-qualify leads 24/7.
And the key here is to measure. See how much faster your response time gets. Try to get it under that 5-minute mark.
Action 2. Cut coordination time. Go investigate and trial an automated scheduling tool. Start simple. Just use it for showing appointments and setting reminders.
Your goal is to get back those 8+ hours a week you're wasting in email chains. Stop being a scheduler.
And action 3. Start nurturing consistently. Set up a basic automated follow-up campaign in a CRM, just for the leads who tell you they aren't ready to buy yet.
This keeps that conversation warm so you can target that 25% conversion boost we talked about.
If you do just those 3 things, you've built the foundation of a permanent, efficient admin staff that works for you around the clock.
Which brings us to our final thought. An agent who adopts this stuff can finally afford to spend, say, 80% of their time on what really matters.
The high-touch client care, the negotiation, the strategy, the 20% of the job that actually drives 80% of their income.
So the question to ask yourself is this. If 40 hours of admin work just vanish from your calendar next week, what high-value activity could you finally focus on to truly grow your business?
A powerful question indeed.
Thank you for joining us for this look at easy business automation.
We'll see you next time.